Hello YouTube, welcome back. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Oh my, this is a long one. Shall we get into the action? It's currently 2:15. It's going to be a little while before I have to go and pick my kids up from school. Probably about 3:30, so I'm going to be leaving at about 10 past. So we'll see what happens. I mean, that's not relevant to you, YouTubers. You don't give a fuck. You're watching this in the future, sometime after the recording. It's the liveys who have an invested interest in that kind of thing. But hey, I can't address one of you at a time, can I? Why would I do that? Why would I want to set it up so I could mute myself when I'm live, but not to the recording, and vice versa? It makes no sense whatsoever. Stop complaining. Jesus Christ. Anyway, enough of that. Let's what's the deal here? Why have we suddenly got lots of people flooding this corridor? Oh, they're going for the seeds. But what do they want with the seeds? Persimmon seeds? Pecans? Almonds? Is that the only food left in the fortress? Are we suddenly only able to eat... Ah, we can trade. Let's ignore what was going on there for a second and just look at the... Oh, why is the weapon bin only worth 232? It's got to have more than that in it, right? Man, we haven't made a new supply of spiked wooden balls. Shit. That's not a good sign. Anyway, let's see if they've got anything worth buying first. I mean, realistically, at this point, I'm only really interested in books and musical instruments. So let's see if we can find anything that tickles my fancy. Let's see if we can make it cackle my Gladys. A little bit of a deep cut for you there. Anyone who's familiar with old Brass Eye Morris, maybe get that one. What's a bronze kulok? Let's have a little look. What is a bronze kulok? Actually, look at it. This is a well-crafted bronze kulok. The yoke is made from silver. The sound chest is made from bronze. The strings are made from copper. The plectrum is made from ginkgo wood. On the item is a well-designed image of Start Your Day with Maps and the Economy, the olive-bound codex in native gold. On the item is a finely designed image of Zaki Theatre Snacks, the human in saguaro ribwood. The kulok is a large handheld metal stringed instrument with a metal yoke and a metal body. The strings are suspended from the yoke down to the body, and the musician picks the 3 strings with a wooden plectrum. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 3-octave range, going from a very low to a middle pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a flat timbre, whatever. It has 2 registers. The low register has a noisy dull timbre, and the high register begins at a mid-low pitch and has a noisy, warm, heavy timbre. Okay, so can I actually do this? So the low register, noisy and dull. So is that good? Is that noisy and dull? Maybe not. The high register, mid-low pitch, noisy, warm, heavy. So that's even lower. No, can't quite do that. Well, I tried, but I don't think we got there. This is an interesting instrument, though. I mean, it's got a picture of a book about maps and the economy. That must be a pretty special book if it's been memorialised on an instrument, right? Intriguing. Hello, random guy. Welcome back. Whack my bonobo. Indeed. Whack your bonobo. Or anyone's bonobo, if they want. One of the joys of having the alter ego, people mispronouncing it. Well, there we go then. I mean, how often do you get called Voldo? How often are you compared to a bondage strap-wearing, blindfolded knife wielder? I wonder. Just out of curiosity. No, not implying anything there. Let's see what a bronze sather is about. Let's have a little look at a bronze sather. This, oh, excuse me, I've got a little bit of gassy poos building up. Oh my god. That was a really unpleasant burp. I apologise. Tasted great, though. This is a well-crafted bronze sather. The yoke is made from almond wood. The sound chest is made from bronze. The strings are made from rope reed. The bow is made from copper. The sather is a mid-sized, handheld, cloth-stringed instrument with a wooden yoke and a metal body. The strings are suspended from the yoke down to the body, and the musician plays the 31 strings with a metal bow. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 4-octave range going from a low to a high pitch. The instrument has a full, strained, fluid timbre. Okay, so start at low to a high pitch, full, strained, and fluid. Well, strained implies to me, and fluid implies gurgling of some kind, sort of like that the villains out of Stingray.
Troy Tempest. Here comes Troy Tempest.
Sorry, trying to get that one. So let's start from low to high. Full, strained, fluid. Okay. So we start low. That's how it sounds. That is how that instrument sounds, the Sather. I think I got that one bang on, perfectly. The pecan wood rubs it. Do we look at the pecan wood rubs it?
The pecan wood rubs it into its skin.
Making that joke again. Got to go with the Buffalo Bill memes when you can. This is a finely crafted pecan wood rubs it. The triangle is made from pecan wood. Pecan wood. Pecan? Whatever. The sticks are made from pecan wood. The rubsit is a small, handheld percussion instrument. It consists of a wooden triangle. The musician strikes the triangle with wooden sticks. The instrument has a single high pitch. The instrument has a full, vibrating, harsh timbre. It's a wooden instrument with a high pitch. How have they managed that? Because I'm always thinking of a wood strike as a kind of a donk. Let's tap this chipboard desk that the monitor's resting on. That's what I kind of expect from wood, not a... No. I'm not even going to attempt this one. It's too hard. Too hard. Hello, Rices009. Oh, thank you very much for the cup of coffee. I wouldn't mind one, actually. Maybe I should have made one when I went for a pee, shouldn't I? Oh, well. Never mind. Never mind. The majestic wooden triangle. A giant kangaroo bone turot. Another kulok, a turot. We've got a turok. Can we combine the two to make a dinosaur killer? An earthenware tuthu. This sounds interesting. Let's see what the earthenware tuthu is like. This is a well-crafted earthenware tuthu. It is decorated with giant kangaroo bone. This object is adorned with hanging rings of snail shell. The tuthu is a small, handheld, straight ceramic horn. The musician blows into the instrument and selects pitch by restricting airflow out of the bell. The instrument has a 3-octave range going from a middle to an extremely high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a choppy, steady timbre. It has 3 registers. The low register has a vibrating, raspy timbre, raspy. The middle register begins at high pitch and has a focused, raucous timbre, and the high register begins at a very high pitch and has a broad, vibrating, rough timbre. So, this is going to be the final one I'm going to attempt to impersonate because I can feel this making my cold worse. So we'll do this one last one. Choppy, steady timbre. The low register has a vibrating, raspy timbre. So we're thinking... Actually, I think that's what it sounds like. I may have destroyed my throat creating that sound, but possibly, in terms of my career as an impersonator of imaginary instruments created by Dwarf Fortress, that was my magnum opus. And certainly, possibly the end of my career as a streamer. The middle register begins at a high pitch and has a focused, raucous timbre. Now, how does a focused, raucous timbre sound? High-pitched, focused, raucous timbre. Well, I'm thinking focused means a very pure single note, but raucous, rowdy, So it goes kind of like a smooth vuvuzela sound. Oh yes, imagine that, an album full of smooth vuvuzela jazz. The high register begins at a very high pitch and has a broad, vibrating, rough timbre. So how about we get a bit of gravel in from the back of the throat and then try and whistle over the top, maybe? And whistle. It's very hard to make a gravel at the back of the throat and whistle. How about this? Nope. One more try. Okay, that's as close as we're going to get, I think. That's as close as we're going to get. And I think we're probably going to have to stop doing these musical instruments until my cold's gone, because otherwise I'm going to destroy my voice. Here we go. Okay, so we've got some caged animals. Not that exciting. Let's see what books they've got. I mean, we really can't afford to buy much. I mean, again, I am tempted by a barrel of bumblebee venom just for the sheer logistics of collecting it boggle my mind and excite me, frankly. If somebody ever came up to me and said, do you want to buy a barrel of bumblebee venom? I'd be like, show me it. Prove this is bumblebee venom. Milk a bumblebee for venom in front of me, transfer it into the barrel with no loss, because I don't know how much you're getting, but you're not going to get a drip. And then I will buy your bumblebee venom. We'll see. We'll see. Artichoke wine. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. I mean, that's going to make your pee go a bit funny, isn't it? Is it artichokes that make your wee smell? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. No cam, no voice. Dwarf Fortress is killing me bit by bit. You're right. You're right, Rices. Little by little, I'm getting torn apart by the old Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress, you're tearing me apart. Little by little. Oh, God, no, stop it. I'm falling into meme land. I don't want that. I don't want this to become a meme stream. No, 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 no. Except maybe in the sense of creating memes. I don't mind making a meme. But propagating memes? No, sir. No, sir. We are above that here. We have other things in mind. The search for codices and books, and then finding out what they're about. I wonder if we'll find another one about the Intense Friends. That would be nice. I would like to know more about the Intense Friends. They're an unusual group. I mean, obviously, just for those who don't know, the reason we have a squad called the Intense Friends is because we found a book about a group called the Intense Friends, which didn't explain much other than their name, and it spoke to me. It what's the word? Beguiled me, enchanted me, drove me to seek out more. Pig hoof figurine of humans. Oh. A gunt putchfust lovebird bun figurine of Krum. That's nice. I've always wanted a gunt putchfust lovebird bun figurine of Kurma. I'm guessing it's a giant peach-faced lovebird bone figurine of Cromen? Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. A giant peach-faced lovebird bone figurine of Cromen. I am really good at this. I'm really good at reading this. A dog bone scepter and a halibut bone scepter. Surely, how big is a halibut? How big does a halibut get? Because is a halibut an ocean fish or a river fish? Sorry, guys. Just quickly, I know I don't do this as often as I could, and I should do it less. But I'm just going to quickly hit the Google and look at what a halibut looks like. Halibut. Here we go. What does a halibut look like? Let's go to Wikipedia. Halibut is a common name principally applied to the two flatfish in the genus Hippoglossus, from the family of right-eye flounders. Less commonly, and in some regions only, other species of flatfish are also referred to as being halibut. Okay, let's go to the Google images. I'm just going to quickly, you can join me. Holy shit, they actually get pretty damn big. Whoa. Okay, I'm seeing some pictures of halibut that are bigger than the people who caught them here. So, actually, I'm making myself hungry. I should not do that. Shit! Just do a quick Google image search for halibut and just realise how big those things get. Okay, so you can make a halibut bone scepter. I was imagining some kind of minuscule thing made out of teeny weeny fish bones, you know, the kind that gets caught in your throat. Speaking of which, my throat feels really bad now. I've really screwed it doing that instrument stuff. What an idiot. What a fool. What a boneheaded moron. A dangleberry, a dingus, a twattock, let's not make any more words up. Let's get back into the action. It's really fun to listen to some of your sentences out of context. True. I mean, I have a very bad way of worrying people who walk into rooms mid-conversation. I very often get little glances of like, could you contextualize that for me, or should I be punishing you for what you just said, sir? 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 Let's take a quick look at this halibut bone scepter. Well, it's very generic, but it's all cool. Further down, what have we got? Manta ray tooth crown. Do manta rays have teeth? I'm fairly sure they're the same member of the family. They're a member of the same family as sharks, like squamous, isn't it? And they don't have any teeth. Oh no, sharks do have teeth, don't they? They're very famous for having teeth. Duh. I thought because sharks don't have bones. Don't duh me. I'm in the middle of a thing. You've missed the context. See what I mean? See what I mean, guys? She walks in here, dares me like I'm some kind of buffoon, which probably am. Yeah, okay. I thought I'm not sure manta rays have teeth though. Do they? Do manta rays have teeth? You know, they're the ones that you see with the like smiley face on the underside. They look like a sort of happy cloak.
I'm not sure. But anyway, you're picking the kids up at 3:30.
3:30. Okay, good stuff. Well, apparently so. Halibut, apparently very nice fish. So, how did Nunchaku Chaku, you're back. How did the Weir Monitor Forgotten Beast attack turn out? Not bad. Not bad, to be honest. It's led to some architectural things in the fortress, so we'll go over that in a minute. I mean, someone might give you the quick skinny on it in chat, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's keep going down. Halibut bone earrings, cut gems, prepared manta ray spleen, kestrel meat. Kez! Yeah, there's a deep cut for you. Doing some Kez memes. Prepared sea otter spleen, tiger shark sweetbreads. Sounds quite nice, actually. Prepared wild boar heart. Does that mean that the wild boar was prepared, or they've prepared it for eating? Because I like the idea that the wild boar was bracing itself for having its heart eaten. That seems quite nice. Nautilus. Okay. Male and female. Apparently there's a difference. Maybe a different flavour, I don't know. The brook lamprey. The lamprey is a truly ugly creature. Another one to Google image search. Oysters, clownfishes, glass eyes, black bullheads, spotted ratfish. It's a very fishy little delivery, this one, isn't it? Chicory, potato, celery, parsnips, turnips, grapes, onions, spinach leaves, raspberries, cranberries, blueberries, caper leaves, caper berries, red spinach leaves. I didn't even know red spinach was a thing. I'm guessing it probably is. Rope reed thread, copper greaves, kestrel leather quiver, giant silver axe blade, a bit rich for my blood, yak cheese. We can make our own yak cheese, thank you very much. We're training one of our guys to be a legendary cheesemaker so they can be claimed by one of the mods from r/Dwarf Fortress, who is an all-round good guy. If you see him, give him a hi. Say hello from the scoundrel. It would help if I actually told you who it was, wouldn't it? I need to refresh my name on the memory though, because on the name, because I almost forgot. Let me quickly let me do that because I'm being rude by not correctly naming this awesome person. Clinodev, that was it. Clinodev, Clinodev. Cool dude. Was the person who convinced me to post on r/Dwarf Fortress, and therefore the person who created my stream with 20 viewers. Holy cow, that's a lot of you. Oh my goodness. Anyway, where are these books? I'm looking for books. Oh, here we go. We're there. Do we understand the farm? Do we? Do we understand the farm? Let's find out and see if we do. This is a leopard parchment scroll. The rollers are made from cobaltite. This object is adorned with hanging rings of well-crafted milkfish bone and resin opal. Written on the item is a guide entitled Do We Understand the Farm? Authored by Toll Skinnyfealty. It concerns the hamlet Chlorifts. The writing is completely serious, yet it has a hint of viciousness to it. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Okay, well, apparently we don't understand the farm. Silver Cauldron. Is that an actual silver cauldron or a book called Silver Cauldron? It's an actual silver cauldron. Okay, nice. Where's the next book then? Could it be Prime Pine? Maybe. Let's find out. This is a grizzly bear parchment scroll. Oh, wow. The rollers are made from brimstone. I want to own this book. Written on the item is a guide entitled Could It Be Prime Pine? Authored by Egesh Drinker. It concerns the hamlet Prime Pine. The writing has a hint of viciousness to it, yet it is fairly crisp overall. The prose is not awful, but not very good either. Okay, probably the name better than and the actual stuff it's printed on better than the book itself, so we'll ignore that. Do we want a bituminous coal jug? No. The exploration of the composition. Let's take a little peek at this and see what it means. But what does it mean? This is a giant echidna parchment scroll. The rollers are made from pyrolusite. Written on the item is an essay entitled An Exploration of the Composition, authored by Shoras Channelhammer. It concerns the authoring of Brother Ever Onward by the dwarf Shoras Channelhammer in Standglisten? Ooh, I don't like that name. In the late summer of 242, the writing is completely serious. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. Interesting. It's a guy writing a book about himself writing a book. It's meta, I'll give it that, but I don't think I'll be buying it. No, sir. What else have we got? Graphite Hive. Could it be Prime Pine again? Exploring Daydreamed. I bet that's a blooming town, isn't it? It's going to be some boring town. This is a giant badger parchment scroll. The rollers are made from garnierite. Garnierite? Yeah. Written on the item is a guide entitled Exploring Daydreamed, authored by Ushrir Ringdrill. It concerns the town Daydreamed. The writing contains some asides related to the author's preferences. Overall, the prose is passable. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, something's being told to burn. Was I talking about a Disco Inferno, perhaps? I'm not sure. Several of those halibut picks are forced perspective. They do get about as long as a person, judging by the one that doesn't seem to have forced perspective in them. True. I mean, regardless of whether... I mean, even with forced perspective, some of those were fucking massive as far as I'm concerned for fish. Maybe the boar got wild when the heart was taken. I mean, I would get pretty wild if someone took my heart without permission. But we'll see. We'll see. Just now giving everyone a high. Someone must be that guy if I do it enough. Must be. Possibly. Oh, right, I recall his name from the beta of 4410 I downloaded. Oh, so there's one of these people, Garnierite, is Nicolor. Oh, okay. So one of the people who wrote one of these books is actually someone who's a known person from previous histories, is he? Intriguing. A yak parchment choir? What's a queer? A choir? A query? Query choir? Let's have a look. It's just a yak parchment choir. Queer choir? I don't know. A queer choir. Plenty of those around. A church-bound codex. Intriguing. What is the church-bound codex? This is a church-bound codex. It is encircled with bands of finely crafted cushion conglomerate cabochons. On the item is an image of a passion fruit vine in citrine. The written portion consists of a 5-page untitled letter authored by Odom Pink Guilds. The word has no particular subject. The work has no particular subject, clearly unable to read. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. No particular subject, not particularly good or bad. Okay, not buying that. Do we want the aluminium-bound codex? It's worth over 1,000 trade credits, so let's take a look. This is a native aluminium-bound codex. This object is adorned with hanging rings of well-crafted black opal and menaces with spikes of giant groundhog tooth. The written portion consists of a 231-page chronicle entitled The Frilly Group for Everyone, authored by Nusby Twinkling Carnage. This is the best book I've ever found. It concerns the Frilly Group. Overall, the information is not compiled very well. The work has 4 chapters. The first chapter covers the defeat of the humid cruelty by the noble confederations and lordship of the human Pujul Crazering over at Stephate in the early spring of 86. The second chapter covers the construction of the Light of Dales in Stephate by the Frilly Group of the Noble Confederations in 87. The third chapter covers the rise of the creature of the night, Osmodus Umbralgraves, as an enemy of the Frilly Group in the mid-autumn of 88. The fourth chapter covers the selection of the goblin Mel Soundclouted to the position of administrator of the Frilly Group in 168. So, we have the name of our next military squad, for sure. I mean, the Intense Friends, surely they go hand in hand with the Frilly Group. It only makes sense. I get the feeling that the Frilly Group is actually some kind of evil corporate entity that's trying to make itself sound nice. Like, you know, that there would be some kind of massive holding company that's in charge of all sorts of evil investments and called Smiles Incorporated or something, you know. The Frilly Group for Everyone. What a title. What a title. I mean, I love it. I'm buying. I can't buy it. It's too expensive. I'm buying it anyway. I'm going to spend everything we've got trying to get hold of the Frilly Group for Everyone. There we go. There's 120 gold there. 115. We are not going to... Oh, hello. Actually, the finished goods bin is worth a bit, isn't it? I'm not selling any artifacts, am I? Oh, who cares? Screw it. Pop it on there. 3,000 trade deficit, we can buy some more stuff. Should we look at the native platinum-bound codex? It's not as valuable as the other one, but sure, it's going to be good, right? This is a well-crafted native platinum-bound codex. On the item is a well-designed image of a rubber tree in white chalcedony. Chalcedony? On the item is a finely designed image of high woods in swanbone. The written portion consists of a 231-page chronicle entitled The Frilly Group. What? It's the same book. It's the same damn book. So we've got a version in aluminium worth over 1,000, and then another version worth 970. You know what? I'm going to take the cheaper copy. It only makes sense. Look at this. Let's look at this cheapo mica-bound codex. This is a well-crafted mica-bound codex. It is encrusted with rectangular moss opal cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of well-crafted willow. On the item is an image of a legwear in giant wild boar bone. The written portion consists of a What? It's another copy of the same damn book, but for considerably cheaper. Let's buy that one. We don't need to put this finished goods bin in. Boom, saving some cash. He's only losing 15, so we bonk. There we go. Oh no, hang on. I have to buy more. No, I don't have to buy more, do I? Or do I? Let's have a look at this rhyolite bound codex. Okay, no, I need to put more in. So, blocks. Can I sell some obsidian blocks? No. Bar block bin. There we go. Is that good? 130. What's more? There's a finished goods bin that isn't quite as valuable. Bonk. There we go. He's making a profit of 152. That's good enough. Right, we'll leave that for now. We'll just take one last look at this Firelight bound codex and we'll see what it's all about. This is a well-crafted Firelight-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page guide entitled The Wizard's Guide to the Forest Retreat, authored by Iton Wrightshields. It concerns the forest retreat, Bird Glacier. The writing is clear evidence of a compassionate being. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. Well, I like The Wizard's Guide to the Forest Retreat as a name, but other than that, I'm not that excited. So, is that everything? Is that all the books? It's nothing but parchment sheets left. Let's try trading this. You sure you want to trade? Yep. Boom. It worked. Okay, so we've bought ourselves a cheap copy of a much copied book. Sorry, I'm sounding a bit weird there. Let's get rid of the trader. No longer required. And JC, remind me to stop you being the trader if you don't want to be one. Although, as we have been for the last 2 hours or so, we are on the cusp of a full fortress failure due to weir creatures. Everybody in the fortress is at risk of becoming a weir monitor lizard. Oh yes, somebody came in and asked Nunchaku Chaku, how did the weir monitor forgotten beast attack turn out? Well, let's just look at this here. Here is the corpse of one of them, and there's the corpse of the other. We sent out the intense friends by accident to fight the weir creature out here. Bergendorf shot outside, got bitten in the head and infected, but killed the weir lizard. So lovely outcome there. I kind of knew that Bergendorf was going to be infected, but really ignored it in a very stupid way, and went down to fight the Forgotten Beast, who is still down here. No, it's not in our corpse stockpile. Maybe it's where it was slain. Oh shit. No, the corpse isn't there. The Forgotten Beast was standing here, minding its own business, being a hairy maggot with twisted horns and excreting its awful fluids, whatever it was. And we sent all of our military down here to attack it. And it put up a fight. It wounded some people, Panzerbeard most notably. And we tried to figure out who had killed it by looking at the combat reports. But it was obscure, it was unclear, and we just kind of believed that Panzerbeard had been the one to do the kill, which led to the creation of this combined tomb/hospital/temple dedicated to the god of death and rebirth. Now, Panzerbeard, it turns out, wasn't the killer. It was an unnamed dwarf from our fortress. So no one's claimed that dwarf yet. But because Panzerbeard was the one we at first thought had done it, we've allowed some revisionist history, and we've created this temple / tomb / hospital in his honour. Now that I say it again, it sounds a bit crazy, but at the time it made a lot of sense. The idea of joining temples and tombs and hospitals together seemed wise, almost. But now I'm starting to second guess myself. Did I just spend half an hour reading descriptions in the trade menu? I did, didn't I? Oh dear, what an idiot. Anyway, let's get back into the action, unpause stuff. Let's see what happens next. We're basically waiting for Panzerbeard to pop his clogs, but we've got more than him sitting here. I think we've actually got, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys wounded there, 3 guys wounded here, and the hospital only has 6 beds in. But what confuses me most is that these guys aren't even wounded. Oh, they are. They've got a little bit of blood on them. But nobody else is using the other beds. Why? Why no use beds? Surely, if there are beds free in a hospital, you get into them. You don't just lay on the floor. Or maybe you do. Maybe you just lay on the floor, slowly getting less and less healthy, inching your way towards death. I mean, I don't want to be rude, Panzerbeard, but please do die. We've gone to the trouble of making this glorious tomb for you. It would be so sad if you survived. Who's this? Who's this guy? Ashro Kafithola, a human monk? Odd. I wasn't expecting a human monk to turn up, but apparently he's all about praying in the temple. Let's take a look at him. G for general, is it? He's meditating on rebirth. Oh, okay. He's come to pray at the Chapel of Bones. Intriguing. Intriguing. Yeah, miasma trap at work again. Lovely. So what do we do next? I mean, I feel like we're kind of just waiting for this death spiral to occur. Is there anything we can get done before it happens? Or indeed, is there any way in which we could potentially prevent the death spiral? Seems unlikely, doesn't it? What's that? Is that a troll? Troll? Stray piglet? No, that's not a piglet. Why would you designate a piglet with T? Okay, maybe it's a troll, maybe it's not. There's the troll. Look, we've got a troll in a cage there. What's in that one? Cave spiders, moles, troglodytes. Okay, maybe we should set some combat going. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Have we built the lever for this yet? Brilliant. Okay, that hasn't been done. That we need to add a new task. Link up a bridge. B. We want to link up that bridge. We'll use whatever mechanisms come to it. Once that's done, we can post our military in here and retract the bridge. And then we can chuck some enemies in for them to fight, right? Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, it'll be a load of fun. A load of fun. At least your legendary mining / pick fighting dwarf, which trained for 3 years, all his other combat abilities didn't decide to go out in a siege through the trapway while his standing orders were inside the fort as he were from the beginning. Well, he killed a dozen units on his own, but it wasn't enough on his own. We did have a few people who charged out and got busted up, to say the least. I mean, Bergendorf. I mean, he done deed. He done deed there. Actually, what's our corpse stockpile like? We got dwarves in there. Shit, we need to make some more regular graves. BN. We still got some corpse coffins. Oh, I've got shitloads of coffins. Bang! Let's just bung some coffins in, guys. Why is that coming up as a bed? No, they're all beds. Why does this happen? I press N and then it suddenly I'm pressing B. Ugh, I'm so bad at Dwarf Fortress. Okay, build N. There we go. Is that a coffin? That's a coffin. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm sure everyone's loving that. Just in case it's not coming through on the microphone, which I find very hard to believe. Someone set their car alarm off outside. Excellent news. Sounds pretty close. I'm hoping that's not our car. That would be a disappointment. Can we look out the window? Sorry guys, bear with me. I'm just going to mute the microphone so you don't have to put up with this. Apologies. Okay, it literally stopped the second I muted the microphone. Bastards. What a bunch of bastards. Hello, Gunther90210. How you doing? I believe your dwarf is still alive. Isn't that exciting? Isn't it? Hit the dwarf alarm. Yeah. Oh, shit. We haven't put any sound on for this entire session, have we? No, I think I'll leave the car alarm quiet for now. I think so. It only makes sense, right? It only makes sense. Actually, we are not far away from the end of the stream. It has to be said. I was kind of hoping I'd start sooner, but as ever, my dilly-dallying and dawdling prevented an earlier start. Let me just pick up my headphones again in case I want to put some audio on at the end. I am going to have to pick my kids up very soon. So, what do we do here? I mean, is this fortress going to survive another session? To be honest, if I keep rambling on and getting distracted the way I have previously, I mean, I think this could last 100 more sessions, even if in Dwarven time the population is like destroyed within a couple of seconds. Okay, have they fixed this yet? No, not yet. Well, that's the goal. We're going to do some pit combat the way it should be done. Eventually, we'll get round to it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Okay, so those of you watching on YouTube, this positively petite half-hour recording at 35 minutes and 44 seconds, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Maybe our paths will cross again. You know, I don't normally do this at the end of the YouTube videos, but if you fancy checking out something else on my channel, you may want to look at my blind runs of the entire Dark Souls series. Barring Demon Souls, never did that one. I didn't do Bloodborne either, I haven't got a PS4. But I did Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3 as blind runs. They're pretty exciting. Be warned, if you go to watch the Dark Souls 1 blind run, when it starts is very early in my streaming and the video and sound quality is not superb, but you will notice it increase dramatically over the 3 games. Also, the first playlist for Dark Souls 1 is over a week long. It took me over a week of playtime to complete Dark Souls 1, but bear in mind that does include the DLCs. And if you watch the entire thing, I have a t-shirt available for you, which does list on the back all of the kills, all of my deaths, rather, in the format that you'd get for tour dates. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. You know, tour dates on a band t-shirt. Banned as in, you know, a musical band, not a t-shirt that has been banned. You know what I mean. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.